To start crocheting in the round with a magic ring. To give you an idea of why you might want to do this, I've made these two circle motifs just using double crochet stitches. You'll see this one on the left has a wide hole in the middle. That's because this was made the traditional way by starting with the chain 4 and working all these double crochets into that first chain. And what happened is that really stretched out that chain stitch, and so you've got a little hole in the middle. Now there are times you might want to have a hole there, but I can think of a lot more times you might want to not have a hole there. And this is the same motif but made with a magic ring start. You'll see that it has a nice closed center, which I think looks a little bit more finished than the traditional method. And also this is great because if you're making stuffed animals or toys, you don't want the stuffing to peek through a hole, and so this gives you that nice tight start. So the way you start a magic ring is you've got your yarn and you're going to do a single loop like this. So you can see what I've done is I've just made one loop, and the tail of the yarn is going back behind the yarn that leads to the yarn ball. Okay, so this is really the key to your magic loop. This is what it should start with, your magic ring rather. Take your hook and insert it into this circle and wrap it around and pull up a loop from the working yarn. So now you've got something that looks like this. Now, let's say we're doing one of those double crochet circles. So your first step would be to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then to start double crocheting into this ring here. I know it looks really open right now, but after I work some double crochets, I'll be able to show you what the real trick is to the magic ring is because you've started your ring that way with just that loop. Pulling the tail is going to allow you to close that up so there won't be a hole. So right now I've only done 4 double crochet, but for time's sake I'll show you how it works. You would simply, after you've done all your double crochet, take this tail and pull it, and that's going to cinch up the center and not leave you that gap, so that you'll wind up with a nice finished looking circle like this without the gap in the center. You do have the yarn tail at the end. Make sure to weave it in very securely through those first stitches, and you'll have that nice closed center.